Good morning, kids!
Good morning.
Hey, it's Tuesday. That's not all that special, but it is part of early release week. Hey, you guys will be home early. So, it might rain today, so Mia's getting her rain jacket all sorted. Where's your rain jacket, mister?
That's in my backpack.
All right, as long as you take it. All right, well, I guess, hey, there's a Jackson in the morning. Hello, buddy.
That hasn't happened in a while.
I know, it hasn't happened in a while. All right, get out. I love you. Have an awesome day.
Oh, I need my one.
Yep. Love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
What time is it?
It's time to get the kids.
It's time to get the kids. All right, we better get out of here. My babies are home. Hello, children.
Hello.
Did you
So hot.
Did you forget a small one?
No.
Jax.
He's just hiding. We didn't forget it.
Jackson.
We didn't forget it. We left it there on purpose.
Oh well. Come on, Mia. We'll just leave that one out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, the car.
Yeah, I know.
Super tired.
Come on. So guys, I think it's probably about time that we update you on our new fish, tell you what we've officially named them, and show you our old fish. We need to do a fish tank update and let you guys know what's up with our fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so this is our 55-gallon tank, if you've forgotten what it looks like. It's got a nice big pirate ship in there, and these two are our little buddies that we've had, gosh, for over a year now. I don't even know how old they are. It's like a year and a half maybe. So this one here, this is Brutus the Batman fish. And this lady over here is Crystal Jewel. Hi guys. You come and say hi. And sometimes they'll follow your finger around, and sometimes they'll kind of hang out. Sometimes they'll just avoid you and pretend like they're just goldfish and that everything else they do is coincidental. Anyway, these are our buddies. We've had them for a really long time, and we wanted to have them to have a nice big comfy tank, so we bought them our 55-gallon. We also have in this tank 2 snails. They're both tiger snails. There we go. This one is Michelle, and Sheldon is hiding currently. I don't know where Sheldon is. Sheldon! Sheldon likes to disappear. And there's so much room in this new big tank that it's almost impossible to find him if they decide they want to break. They just disappear and you don't see them for a while. So, Sheldon's in there too somewhere. Okay, so the water level in our 55-gallon tank is significantly lower than I like to see it. And that is because I missed a water change when I was sick, and it did not even occur to me that I didn't do it until yesterday. And I was like, oh my goodness, that water level is so low. So today I'm going to put extra water in this tank to get these guys back up to level. But we need to go over here to our 10-gallon tank and check in with our new friends. Okay guys, so those of you who remember, we went and got ourselves some new friends. This one back here is Herbert Hoover. He's the cleaner tank. He's the cleaner of our tank, and he gets picked on by this guy here. So we've decided that he is a bad guy. We were still trying to decide a name for, and we asked you guys for some name ideas. We've gone through all of the name ideas, and we've kind of tried them out through the weeks here, and we've decided that since he's kind of, I don't know that he's bullying Herbert Hoover, but he's kind of seems like he's not very nice to him. We've decided he's a bad guy, and we all really liked the name Darth Vader. So we've decided that this guy's name is Darth Vader because he kind of looks like he's got that helmet thing going on. So this is Darth Vader over here, and Herbert Hoover hangs out usually behind our filter here. He comes out and cleans the tank for a little while, and then he'll go back under the filter. So these guys also have a low water level because, again, I missed that one cleaning for the tank. So I need to get their water level up as well. Okay guys, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my bowl buddy right to my 10-gallon tank. Maxie's gonna drop it in for me. Are you ready? Okay, stick it right in there. Thanks, buddy.
I see it dissolve.
Okay. And now while that's dissolving, I'm gonna go get some fresh water for these guys. before I put this water in the tank, I just check to make sure that I've got the temperature pretty close, and that is pretty close. Okay, then I just carefully, very carefully, slowly dump this water in. Here you go, guys, fresh water time. There we are, guys. Fresh water. Now, for my big tank, I do things just a little bit differently. Because I don't have any way to feed a whole lot of water in there all at once, I do kind of have to put it in there by buckets, just like I do with my 10-gallon tank. We might eventually figure out a better way to do it, but for now that works for me. The problem is, I don't want to put 10 Bowl Buddy tabs into my big tank, so instead of putting the tabs into the tank, I actually put the tabs directly into the bucket of water. I just check the temperature of the water in the bucket, and then I add the Bowl Buddy right to the water in the bucket instead of the tank. So let's do that now. Okay, I've got my Mia to help me with this one. Okay, just take it with your fingers, drop it right in. Plop. That's not nearly as exciting as putting it in the fish tank, but it's still gotta dissolve. Now we just wait for that tab to dissolve before we put this water in our big tank. Okay, now that I've got that tab dissolved in the bucket, it's time for me to put that water in our big tank. It scares me every time I do this. I always think I'm going to miss and pour this water all over the floor.
You know how I can tell?
How?
Because I can see the water going in. I see the water going in.
Now I'm gonna put 2 buckets of water in this tank because it was much lower than I wanted it to be. So this is the second bucket. I did already treat it. I'm just gonna get this water in there. There you go, guys. There you go. Okay, now that we've got both of our fish tanks taken care of and I feel like much less of a terrible fish mommy, I have a question for my fish people. Now it's gonna be much harder for you guys to answer me because our comments have been disabled by YouTube. We understand why YouTube did it and we support their decision, but it does make things a little bit more complicated for us. So what we did was we moved our comments section over to our Facebook page where we actually make a post every day about the video that we've done and allow you guys some space to kind of interact with us. We really, really like our comment section and we're happy that we were able to move it over, and we're thankful to everybody that has taken the time and the effort to go over to Facebook and leave us their comments. So here's what I'm gonna ask you guys. I need my fish people to go over to our Facebook page. That's at the Smartypants on Facebook. It should be easy to find. We need you to answer a question for me. So I've got my new fish in our old fish tank, our 10-gallon tank. I put them in there as a quarantine tank to make sure that they would be healthy before we stuck them in our 55-gallon tank with our established friends, right? Yep. The question that I have is, how long do we need to keep them quarantined to make sure that they didn't bring anything into the house that might affect our friends? Because when we first got our fish, we had no idea what we were doing. We bought 5 fish for a 10-gallon tank. Lots of you guys have been with us for that journey and you saw that huge mistake that we made and you've helped coach us through that, and we really, really appreciate it. So what happened was we bought 5 goldfish, stuck them in our 10-gallon tank thinking that that would be okay. 3 of them died. We bought 3 new fish, put them in the tank with our old fish, and they brought some diseases with them that actually ended up killing 3 more of our fish. So instead of having 5 fish, we ended up with 2 fish. And that's how we have Crystal Jewel and Brutus the Batman fish. We don't want the same thing to happen to Crystal Jewel and Brutus the Batman fish, so we want to make sure that any new friends that we get actually are perfectly healthy before we put them into that tank. My question is, how long does a disease or an infection in these fish that come from the store stay in them? And how long do we need to watch them to make sure they're gonna be healthy before we put them in the big tank? Right?
Yep.
Okay, so we really need you guys to come over and answer it because I don't know the answer to this. Please leave me a comment telling me how long I need to quarantine my fish so that we can get our new buddies into our big tank. We want all of our friends to be in our big luxurious tank. And it would be fun to watch our old friends, Crystal Jewel and Brutus the Batman fish, get to meet Herbert Hoover and Darth Vader.
I wonder if Darth Vader is going to be named Crystal Jewel and Batman.
I hope not. He seems to be a little bit ornery with Herbert Hoover, and I'm not sure. Maybe that's just the only entertainment he has in that tank, so he's just, hey, what are you doing? It just looks like he's nipping at him. Herbert Hoover does not seem to have any injuries on him. His fins look fine. I've been watching him to make sure that he's okay. And he does come out of his hole, so I don't think that he's afraid necessarily of Darth Vader. I just think maybe he's shy. Maybe Darth Vader just really needs some new friends, and he needs to come over to our big tank so that he can hang out with Crystal Jewel and Brutus the Batman fish.
I know why Darth Vader is really bored.
Because there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any decorations, he doesn't have any toys. It was supposed to be a temporary tank, which it is. We just don't know how long temporary should be. So please, if you know the answer to that question, if you've done this before and you've quarantined your new fish and put them into your old fish tank, please tell me how long you quarantined them and did everything go well. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan, you look very fishy. Are you up to something? I don't know, you look fishy. Mia? You up to something?
No,
You guys look fishy.
I just ate seafood.
You look like you are seafood. Oh great, now Jackson looks fishy. You guys all look fishy. I think you're up to something. Alright, so how long do you think we should wait before we take our new fish, out of our old tank and put them into our big tank?
I'd say at the end of April.
You think?
1 more month.
Another month. I think they've been in our small tank for a couple of weeks already. I think maybe 1 or 2 more weeks and they'll be ready to go in the big tank. I think maybe they'd probably be okay now because they're not showing any signs of having any kind of infection or disease. I think they're probably okay, but I don't want to take any chances that they're actually going to be like still sick and take an illness into our big tank because we don't want that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm good. Oh, a new tank? Okay, where there's actually...
Oh look, I have ick.
Oh, look at that! My tail's rotting off.
I have fin rot disease, yay.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I don't want to share any diseases or illnesses with our already established fish. So, I don't know. I don't know how much longer to wait. I think they're probably okay now, but maybe 1 or 2 more weeks and then we'll for sure be okay. But I guess now Jackson looks pretty tired. It must be time to just send you guys to bed. So,
if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Please touch it. Poof, you're a fishy.